Good morning and welcome to Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings right here at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Quintard Avenue in Anniston, Alabama. It is Thursday, March 7th, and we are very happy to have you join us. Today we are joined by Rick Humphreys and, of course, Ed Powell, the general manager here. So we got to meet Rick at, is it Rick? Ricky?
Yeah.
Ricky? Which one do you?
Rick,
Ricky.
no difference, right?
We got to meet Ricky at the car show this past weekend, and you had one of my favorite vehicles.
Mine too.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get to take a little sneak peek about that, but we want to, at your vehicle. It's early, y'all. So tell us about your car and how you got started in car shows, and tell us about you.
Our son, when he was about 14, I asked him, I said, son, when you get your permit and license, what kind of car you think you might be interested in? He said, 69 Charger. I'm thinking Honda or something, you know. So we started looking and looked on Craigslist and what have you, but I actually found this one. Had two buddies of mine that sold cars, and I stopped by there one day, and I knew they'd always fool with Camaros and Chargers, and Jerry was there, and I asked him, I said, has Lige got a 69 Charger? He said, I think he's got one. I said, well, where's it at? He said, it's over at the body shop, they're fixing to paint it. I said, well, where's that? So I went over there, and it wasn't ready to be painted, first of all, and it looked like it may be as big as the bathroom where they were going to spray it. And I was looking at it, I said, and they were going to paint it lime green. And I said, are y'all going to trim the doors and all that out? Well, if we have enough paint, we are. I said, don't put any paint on it, I'm going to buy it. So we ended up buying it, and it was in sealer and primer. But Blake had the biggest look on his face when we pulled up at home. And so we had Austin's Body Shop, did the paint on it. And so we gave it to him for his 16th birthday. And he drove that car through high school, and it still looks like it does.
I know, that's what you told us on Saturday.
I'm still baffled.
I know, I am too.
It's been painted, we've had it for 28 years.
Oh, wow.
But it's been painted for 26.
Okay.
And so he took care of it during high school, and he actually he went to Saks. He made a deal with a tire store across the street where he could park over there and not have to park in the parking lot. But and in 2012, he wanted to put a big motor in it. So I had shoulder surgery, and I thought I was out of work. So I said, well, this will be a good time to build a big motor. So I got a friend of mine, Danny Leatherwood, and me and him built this 520 cubic inch motor that's in it now. And the funny story, Blake was working at the depot, and I was down in the shop, and I had cranked it that day, and I told my wife, I said, when Blake gets home, bring him down to the shop. And it just had headers on it, no more exhaust. And so he came down, and I said, son, I'm not getting any fire here. I said, turn the switch on. His mother was standing there with me, and he turned the switch on. I said, see if it'll start. And as soon as it turned over, it started, but his eyes got as big as that thing there. And he just had the biggest grin, and that was worth a lot there. So,
right.
And he drove it for all those years. About 6 years ago, he was talking about selling it. I overheard him talking to my wife, and I told her, I said, if he's selling, we're buying. So we ended up buying it from him. So we've had it for about 6 years, but it's been in the family in the basement for 28 years or 26 years.
Did he make you a good deal?
Well, I don't know. Well, it's kind of, I think he got the better deal because we gave it to him, we bought it from him, and he's the only child. So I'd say he come out pretty good.
I love that story. And he drove that as an everyday commute, and it still looks so good.
He drove it through high school, and my wife tells the same thing. He never once asked us to put gas in that.
Oh, really?
If he didn't have the money to put gas, he stayed at home. So he was
Wow.
very responsible about the car. I mean, I don't know
Well,
many
you can see
people.
by the way it looks. I mean, there's no question about that. I mean, I can't even imagine that. I mean, seriously,
No, 16. I was telling him when he was telling us that story, I said the car we gave our 16-year-old is now held together by duct tape. You know, like within like the first month there was something going on.
Yeah.
So wow, that's impressive.
That's amazing. That is
So
really
he
impressive.
wanted that car and he loved it and he took
wanted
care of it. And
he got to the end there, last 6 or 7 years. He just didn't drive it as much. He's paying the insurance on it, so, and he wanted to buy a wood processor, so we bought the car so he could do that. And
Nice.
so we was glad to get it back.
Oh, I
So,
bet. Yeah.
Oh, it's a lovely car. Now, what you chose a color, so you were able to choose the color. What was the deciding factor on what color?
I've always liked the bold colors that Dodge put on in the '60s, and the Hemi orange is probably my favorite. So that's true Hemi orange.
Hemi orange.
That's got the metallic in it,
Yeah.
and like I said, Austin's did it, and people asked me, said, "Well, what kind of paint you gonna put on it?" I said, "I think he's putting Sherwin-Williams." And that's what.
Is that not a?
And they kind of rolled their eye. I wouldn't put that on my car, but that's 26 years paint job right there, and that's Sherwin-Williams.
Oh, is it really?
Sherwin-Williams.
Oh, wow.
They
Okay.
make
So-
Hemi orange.
Yeah, well, they probably all of them make it, but that's the brand
Okay.
that was on there.
Now, you
And
said
it was
you-
one of the cheaper brand. I mean, not cheap, but
Well.
cheaper than DuPont or something like that. But
And it's held up that well.
Yeah.
And you don't put water on it.
no, I don't wash it. No.
So how do you keep it so clean?
Well, I just detail it. I'm retired, but I do detail work, and I've got a shop at home, and so if anybody needs detail work and ceramic coating, we'll go ahead and throw that in.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
How can they get in touch with you for that detail
So,
work?
I live in Alexandria. My phone is 256-310-3985, and I can fix you up. But I try not to drive it in the rain. I mean, I don't drive in the rain. If there's a good chance, then I won't take it out. But like Friday, the roads were wet, but it wasn't too bad.
Right.
And so I just detail it. I just don't put water on it unless I got caught in the rain, and I haven't been caught in the rain in a long time.
Knock on wood, right?
But it's-
You just use a microfiber and
Yeah.
clean it like that.
Yeah.
Well,
And,
we're going to get to go check out the car
We
here in
are,
a minute after
yeah.
our break. We're going to go out there and look at it and get you to crank it up and,
Okay.
and show us some more about it.
All righty, we can do that.
Yeah.
Is it time to go to break?
And whenever.
Okay, I was just
You
going to
know.
ask him. I mean, I know that that's not his only Dodge, right? I mean, that's not
No, I've got a 70 Challenger.
Correct.
That's Hemi orange also.
Oh, okay.
You'd think
I didn't know the color.
You'd think I'd be partial to orange.
I like it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you've
no, it
got the
is
orange
something.
there.
It's
Hey,
something.
I
That's right,
love
yeah.
it.
It's got a 518 stroker roller motor in it with a Hemi 4-speed, Dana 60. I've had it for about 10 years. I bought it
okay.
from an ex-NFL football player
Oh,
that
cool.
lived in Troy, Alabama, played at Alabama and New York Giants and one other team. I can't remember that.
And he had a Hemi orange
He had
playing at Alabama.
his well, he played at Alabama first, and then he went to the pros.
somewhere else, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Went to the pros.
He didn't drive that in Alabama.
But
No. We have a big Alabama fan in the house with us today who's going to come on with us in a little bit.
Oh,
Dr.
good.
Cheryl Sington. So
Okay.
she has a lot of ties to Alabama. So I'm sure she's thinking, no.
No orange.
I went over to her house in Orange, and her dog, who's always so sweet to me, was mean to me.
I don't like blue and orange. Okay, it's just orange. But how I came to about the Challenger was a buddy of mine saw on Craigslist. The guy had a 70 Roadrunner, was a 446 pack 4-speed. We were killing time on a Saturday and we rode to Troy. That's a long ride for just
Yeah.
killing time.
Yeah.
So I went down. His buddy had actually put it on for him, and he invited us over to his shop, and he had about 15 cars in there.
Oh, wow.
And it was real impressive, but super nice guy, down to earth. And so I ended up making a deal, not that day, on the Challenger, and got it. it had the 426 Hemi in it when I bought it, and two of the lifters came apart. Somebody put aluminum lifters. I'd never seen any, and two of them came apart. So I had to pull the motor out of it and rebuilt it. And while I had the motor out, I was looking on eBay and I found two Hemis on there for sale. And I saw what they were selling for. I got it back together and run great. I told my wife, I said, I'm selling the Hemi. She said, well, you just got it going. I said, this is what they're bringing.
Nice.
So,
she said, okay.
They put 5 days on eBay and it sold. It sold.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Courtney. I mean, you could get into engine work, start doing engines and stuff like that. I mean,
I have my hands plenty full. I think I might just leave that to the professionals
that's
there.
right.
So you got the Mopar swag on.
Oh yeah, I always wear I'm one of the. There's not a whole lot of Mopars around, classics. There's some, but I'd say I'm the oddball out of it. My dad's. That's the way we were raised. I got had 9 brothers and sisters.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
And mother was hard of hearing, so that's why there's so many of us. But so you're not gonna buy it on that one. But anyway, we've always. That's all he ever owned was Dodge.
So you want a Dodge family.
Yeah, big Dodge family.
Were you going to show me something?
Yes, I'd like to just read this about.
Sure.
It's about our.
You have a car show coming up.
We have a car show coming up.
Is Kip going to help out with that?
I don't know. You can't get Kip to do anything. I didn't see him sitting over there. I'm sorry.
He showed up today.
He showed up.
He's on break yesterday.
This is just a plug for the event.
Sure,
down
please
there. It
do.
says International Motorsports Hall of Fame Heritage Preservation Event. Our event is about bringing attention to the museum and to the projects that we are involved in preserving Alabama's race history for generations to come. Please make sure you come out October 25th and 26th this year and join us with our 4th annual show. Make sure that you bring your show car or just come as a spectator. We are always looking for volunteers that's wanting to help with us with our projects ongoing at the museum and running the car show. So make sure you check out our website at imhofhp.com. So I had to read that.
IMHOFHP.
I saw you struggling with that the other day. I said I better write that down.
It's a hard one. IMHO Hall of Fame, HOFHP.com. Yeah, they do some great stuff there. So thanks for that. And we'll make sure to put plenty of information on there. So we're going to go to a quick break. We're going to check out our local area weather. And we are going to go out and check out your vehicle here on the lot. And we want to say thank you to Joe Bell Coffee and to Dunkin' Donuts. And we'll be right back. You're watching Ride and Shine, Cruising Mornings right here at Greenway, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Good morning, everyone. We have a beautiful day ahead. The temperatures are getting up to 76 degrees, and we'll only see about a 20% chance of rain. Now, tomorrow, the high is going to be 71, and there will be an 80% chance of thunderstorms. And then Saturday, it's going to be a high of 69 with a 60% chance of thunderstorms. So enjoy today, because the next couple of days after that are going to be quite wet. I'm Lacey Clance with your TV24 weather.
Here with Ed Pyle, General Manager at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Ed, why should someone stop by here when they are looking to make a car purchase?
To give us the opportunity to show you the new management team here at Greenway, and also give you the opportunity to meet some of the sales associates that we have, experience maybe something with the service department. Also, we have a large parts department. We have a lot of different things here at Greenway that we can offer. Come see us today at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
I'm Lacey Clance with your WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95 second news update.
Parents, I have something that'll teach your child how to follow directions and finish what they start. I'm talking about STEM. That's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Now we're having a free STEM extravaganza on Saturday, April 20th at the City Meeting Center in Anniston. Registration is free at academics.com. It's going to be STEM-tastic.
At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
Hey everybody, this is Roper & Son Septic Service. I'm Ashley Roper, this is my dad Dwight Roper, and this is Mr. Phil Wiggins. And we're licensed and insured for pumping and for installing. If you can't use, you can. Let Ashley Roper be your septic tank man. Y'all have a blessed day.
I'm Lacey Klontz with your WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95 Second News Update. The Jacksonville City Council has announced that a section of 7th Street Northeast between Church Avenue Northeast and 2nd Avenue Northeast will be temporarily closed due to construction on the Randy Owens Center for the Performing Arts. This closure is estimated to begin around March 18th and remain in effect until January of 2026 when construction is completed. Benjamin Nunnally, the Public Information Officer for the City of Jacksonville, said, "Safety professionals from Jacksonville State University and the City of Jacksonville have agreed it would be safest for drivers, pedestrians, and construction workers if that portion of the street was closed." The McClellan Development Authority is set to revolutionize Lake Yahoo Park's drives and parking lot thanks to a $653,424 grant from the Alabama Department of Environmental Management. According to the Calhoun Journal, the grant, earmarked for paving using an asphalt mixture modified with recycled tire rubber, represents a forward-thinking approach to enhance the park's infrastructure while contributing to environmental sustainability. Julie Moss, MDA Executive Director, expressed her excitement about being among the first in Alabama to receive the grant for rubber-modified asphalt. And in sports, this June at Rickwood Field in Birmingham is going to be the big Major League Baseball game between the San Francisco Giants and the St. Louis Cardinals. Giants manager Bob Melvin announced just days ago that he has implemented a new mandate that is not just for their game in Birmingham, but for all their games. The Giants' entire team is now required to stand for the national anthem. Melvin insists his rule does not have anything to do with politics, but rather to convey about the team's mindset ahead of a game. Don't forget that the Calhoun County Baseball Championship will be played tonight at 7 o'clock at Chocolaca Park. Join TV24 beginning at 6:30 for live coverage between the Alexandria Valley Cubs and the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Tune in to WEAC TV24 tonight for more local news at 5. For WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95.1, I'm Lacey Klontz.
Welcome back to Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings right here at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Annis. We are outside now at the dealership looking at this beautiful 69 Charger. Ricky Humphreys is here with us. Him at our car show on Saturday. And Kip, you might have known him before that, but
yes,
we got to hear the story about this vehicle, so now we want to show it off. So Ricky, take it away.
All right. Well, it's this is made the air filter, and I bought the valve covers in Mobile at the Mopar at the Battleship 2 years ago, and of course I made them my own because I don't have a lot of flash under there, but just neat. It's got a Holly Sniper fuel injection on it that I put on there, and air conditioner, all that still works. So it's a 520 cubic inch, about 600 horsepower, so it is really fast and something to drive. It's a lot of fun. It gets a lot of thumbs up, but I don't know if they're just doing that for the car or me. So anyway, we've had it for 28 years, and it's actually been painted for 26 years, so still holding up good. still shows good. It's got some wear and tear, but that's to be expected. But, enjoy the show here at Greenway Dodge Saturday. It was a great turnout and for a great cause. It actually won the big money on that, and I was shocked that we even gave that kind of money out. That just doesn't happen at a car show, so we're very thankful for them. They're trying to turn this dealership around. We've never had a decent Dodge dealership in Anniston, but I believe we're going to have one now. So appreciate everybody that came out and supported the good cause. The music, the food, everything was great. Thank you.
Show us some more about the car. We'd love to see inside of it.
Well, we got...
we want to check it all out. Leather on that? I mean, it's in that great of condition even after.
That's it's been covered since did it in, like I said, 26 years. Take care of stuff. I got 9 brothers and sisters and a head. And, we really do better than nothing. That we didn't have nothing when we were growing up. And our parents had great parents. Can't imagine the sacrifices that they did to raise 10 kids. And,
that's a lot of kids. Yeah, I don't know if you want me to. We also have that for now.
Yeah, sleep in a crack.
Kip's favorite sound. Kip, is that your favorite sound?
Yes, I love it. I'm talking about that's a quick foot.
No, you were telling me about where the fuel tank is. It's different,
yes. You know, a lot of the cars back then had it behind the tag, and of course they raced this in NASCAR, so Dodge put the fuel tank right there because so they could get the fuel. You know, of course, they probably all eventually came to this side, but that's from the factory right there, so that's...
Have you ever taken this around the track at Talladega?
I have.
You have? How fast did you get it?
Well, I don't like fast. I like quick, but I don't like... Probably about 80 miles an hour.
Okay.
Because the wife was with me, and she's got the death grip on everything.
I can imagine.
But we had this one at Talladega. I had a panel wagon at Atlanta and Talladega, so... But... it's a lot of fun. We enjoy when car season starts. Everything else kind of goes on hold till you do that yard work in the winter time. When the spring comes, you're ready to go to the car
or hire
show.
somebody to handle it. I'm at a car show. So you take it out to First Fridays, I heard you saying, so that's in Gadsden. What other places can we find you?
If there's one around, I'm going. Yeah, we go once a year to the one in Bowling Green, Kentucky, to the All Mopar Show.
Oh, fun.
And we'll carry one or the other up there, but that's a great event. They have it in a drag strip and have drifting. It's a big deal, but and sometimes we'll go to the Mopars at the Battleship. But we do most of the local shows, cruise ins, Saturday nights. They usually one every Saturday night after things kick in. And so we try to hit them all. We try to support, everybody we can. Yeah. And everybody needs to do that, because if you don't support it, before long your car's gonna be sitting in the driveway, and you say, "Man, I wish somebody's putting on a show today." So
there's something to do. Take my car to.
And everybody can't win a trophy when you come to a car show, and everybody comes expecting to win one and hoping they win one. But everybody's can't win one. You can't do that. But if the only reason you come to a car show is to get a trophy, then you need to take up bowling or something else, because that just don't happen.
No participation trophies at car shows.
No. I mean, I was fortunate to get the ones for Saturday, and I know there's probably some people that left that thought they should have got one, and rightfully so. But you can't give everybody one. But we appreciate what Greenway Dodge did for the trophies and the money. It was great.
Yeah. Well, I think like what we were talking about, I don't know that necessarily any of us could have expected the turnout, the people. It just went wonderful. I mean, I couldn't believe how smooth it went. Again, a testament to these two right here on how well it went. But I mean, we were just happy to be part of it. I mean, I think that getting out, talking to people, meeting people, I don't know how much more of a better of a time it could have been. So I mean, we appreciated everybody. Absolutely.
It was a great day. I mean, there's a lot of car shows they put one on every year that don't have over 100. Y'all did.
Well, I mean, that was pretty.
Like that way.
Yeah, it was like a parade coming down Quintard Avenue.
It was a great deal.
It was.
Y'all did an outstanding job. Even the music was good.
Oh, that couldn't have been better, could it?
Well, thank y'all so much.
We had 116, but we've seen a lot of clubs come in.
But that's who registered, right?
Yeah.
I mean, 116
We're going to
registered.
have to do it again. And thank you so much for coming over and spending the morning with us and showing us this beautiful vehicle. And come back anytime. Come visit. Make sure if you need your vehicle detailed to give Ricky a call.
That's right.
And we'll make sure to put out some more information to have you back in to talk a little bit more about that October event.
Okay.
So we're going to go to a quick break. When we get back, we have Dr. Cheryl Sington with us. We're going to talk a little bit about education and what opportunities are available through Gadsden State. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. You're watching Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Thanks to Joe Bell Coffee and Dunkin' Donuts. We'll be right back.
Good morning, everyone. We have a beautiful day ahead. The temperatures are getting up to 76 degrees and we'll only see about a 20% chance of rain. Now, tomorrow, the high is going to be 71 and there will be an 80% chance of thunderstorms. And then Saturday, it's going to be a high of 69 with a 60% chance of thunderstorms. So enjoy today because the next couple of days after that are going to be quite wet. I'm Lacey Clance with your TV24 weather.
Hey everyone, I am here with Ed Pyle, General Manager at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Ed, why should someone stop by here when they are looking to make a car purchase?
To give us the opportunity to show you the new management team here at Greenway, and also give you the opportunity to meet some of the sales associates that we have. Experience maybe something with the service department. Also, we have a large parts department. We have a lot of different things here at Greenway that we can offer. Come see us today at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Hi, Jake, Regional Vice President of LSI Staffing. LSI Staffing is a privately owned and family-operated business that was established in 1986. We specialize in commercial, light industrial staffing, warehouse, manufacturing, production, and assembly. If you're a company in the area looking for a new staffing partner, we'd love to talk to you. If you're an employee looking for a great job that offers benefits day one and competitive pay, come see us. Once again, you can find us at www.lsistaffing.com.
You need strength, resilience, and hope to face life challenges. and I found all three at Gaston State Community College. I'm Jada Pickens, an Office Administration student at Gaston State's Ayers campus in Anniston. Along with attending classes, I work full-time. Life is very demanding. There's a real sense of support at Gaston State. The faculty and staff care about us as individuals and want us to thrive in the classroom and in life. Thank you, Gaston State, for giving me the wings to fly to new, unexpected heights.
I'm Lacey Klontz with your WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95 Second News Update. The Jacksonville City Council has announced that a section of 7th Street Northeast between Church Avenue Northeast and 2nd Avenue Northeast will be temporarily closed due to construction on the Randy Owens Center for the Performing Arts. This closure is estimated to begin around March 18th and remain in effect until January of 2026 when construction is completed. Benjamin Nunnally, the Public Information Officer for the City of Jacksonville, said, "Safety professionals from Jacksonville State University and the City of Jacksonville have agreed it would be safest for drivers, pedestrians, and construction workers if that portion of the street was closed." The McClellan Development Authority is set to revolutionize Lake Yahoo Park's drives and parking lot thanks to a $653,424 grant from the Alabama Department of Environmental Management. According to the Calhoun Journal, the grant, earmarked for paving using an asphalt mixture modified with recycled tire rubber, represents a forward-thinking approach to enhance the park's infrastructure while contributing to environmental sustainability. Julie Moss, MDA Executive Director, expressed her excitement about being among the first in Alabama to receive the grant for rubber-modified asphalt. And in sports, this June at Rickwood Field in Birmingham is going to be the big Major League Baseball game between the San Francisco Giants and the St. Louis Cardinals. Giants manager Bob Melvin announced just days ago that he has implemented a new mandate that is not just for their game in Birmingham, but for all their games. The Giants' entire team is now required to stand for the national anthem. Melvin insists his rule does not have anything to do with politics, but rather to convey about the team's mindset ahead of a game. Don't forget that the Calhoun County Baseball Championship will be played tonight at 7 o'clock at Chocolaca Park. Join TV24 beginning at 6:30 for live coverage between the Alexandria Valley Cubs and the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Tune in to WEAC TV24 tonight for more local news at 5. For WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95.1, I'm Lacey Klontz.
Welcome back to Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It is Thursday, March the 7th. Yes, it is. And we are coming to you live, of course, right here in Anniston. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, so good morning all. I am now joined by Dr. Cheryl Sington. Dr. Sington is the director of the EOC program there at Gadsden State. And so we're going to talk a little bit about education and opportunities that are provided through Gadsden State. So tell us about the EOC program.
Yeah, so that is the Educational Opportunity Center. And we cover 5 counties. We cover Cherokee, Etowah, and Cleburne, and Calhoun, actually 4 counties. And we are a program that is for ages 19 and older, although we do go into the schools and reach out to the juniors and seniors so they are aware of our program. And it is a program that allows for people to either go back to school or get their GED, and then we help them all the way through the process. They can come back for a certificate, a trade, a 2-year program, or a 4-year program, and our goal is to help them all the way through so that no obstacle at all is in their way and they get frustrated and quit. Whether they lost a job during COVID, whether they want to seek a different path because of something that's happened in their life, whether they've never sought a path. But the goal is to help them through this so that they can become productive citizens, whether they can find a different way because they've lost their job at some point, whether they are coming out of incarceration. We partner with lots of different people in all the different counties so that those community partners have a way to help the people that they help. Our goal is to really help them become productive citizens for whatever reason. We help veterans, and the goal is to make sure that there is no cost to them in that process.
To the veterans?
To anybody.
Oh,
to
really?
Anybody in the program.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Absolutely. And so they can seek out whatever they need to seek out, whatever they are interested in, whether, like I said, it's a trade, a certificate, short-term or long-term, or a traditional path. And the coolest thing about this grant program is it doesn't have to be at Gadsden State. If some other school has the program that they are looking for, we help them get into that program. So it's not necessarily something that has to be at Gadsden State on one of our campuses, but the majority of our students and our participants do attend Gadsden State because it's in their area.
Yeah.
And for instance, we partner with, one of our partners is 21 Kids Foundation, which is Drake Kirkpatrick's foundation. They provide transportation and childcare.
Oh, wow.
So that many of our students who are our participants who are 19 and older, who do have children, who do have issues with transportation, can get to the campuses that they need to get to so that that's not an obstacle for them.
Wow.
But our goal is to make sure that there is no obstacle, and we basically hold their hand so that they can't say, oh, this is so frustrating, I'm just going to quit.
Yeah, there's no excuses,
There is
no
no
reasons.
excuse.
Yeah.
There is no excuse. And so, and they can finish a program, whatever it may be. The trade in welding, the trade in automotive, whatever that trade is, or a certificate in whatever they desire to study. Or if they need to get their GED, we make sure that the adult ed program is helping them with that, and then they can go on.
That is so incredible because, again, there like excuses. There's so many times, well, I can't because I can't get there, or I have a kid, or I don't know how, or there's so many excuses that can be had. But this program doesn't allow for that because you have thought of everything.
Correct.
That's awesome. Now, one of the things that is really interesting to me, of course, all of these, but we're in the dealership, and one of the things that we search for are mechanics. There's always the need for good mechanics. And so, I mean, how do you partner with, do you partner with dealerships or with mechanic services to get the job lined up when they get completed with the program?
We do, and we even have a program called FAME, where many of our students work 3 days a week with different dealerships in the different auto services, trades, and things like that. So they're working 3 days a week, so they're earning money, and then they're in school 2 days a week. That's called our FAME program. We're getting ready to open a multi-million-dollar auto trade center program on our campus that's almost finished. It looks to be finished in the summer, so that will open hopefully in the fall. And it's just a real exciting time at Gadsden State for the trades and that sort of thing going on. We even have a program that's getting ready to start called Women in Welding.
Oh, cool.
And so we really are looking to make sure that we cover all of the different trades in every way that we can. The CDL program is busting. There's a waiting list to get into that.
Oh, nice.
And there's just so many exciting things going on at Gadsden State right now that we want to make sure that we really offer the gamut of trades that are going on in our current world right now that really can benefit as many people as we have, and help them become, working people in our areas.
Yeah, support that community and grow that community. Absolutely. So we have this. We're going to show this. Pick your path. So here on the screen, you'll see there's some QR codes. So if you have an interest in, just an array of things, you can scan that there. You can find the information on the website. But there are so many court reporting, of course, the auto collision repair and automotive service, salon and spa management. I mean, there's really anything that you can be interested in, you can get trained on. You can go through and get, this is amazing.
Yes, and again, if you're interested in a traditional path for 2-year or 4-year, we have that as well. We're not a 4-year college, but we can help you find the right college or university for you. Again, if you go on our website, you could also make sure that you fill out an application online for the Educational Opportunity Center, so you have our support and help with any of these processes so that you don't feel overwhelmed. We are getting ready to hold 2 free FAFSA workshops, which is your financial aid. We're holding one at the Ayers campus on the 12th, and we're holding one at the Wallace campus on the 13th, and we're serving Chipotle in Ayers, and we're serving Moe's free food on the Wallace campus, so it's free for everybody.
Wow, and you get fed.
And you get fed.
Well,
yes.
Wow, you can't beat that.
So we're making sure to help everybody with their financial aid so they can go to school free.
Yeah.
And so those 2 events are coming up. And we're excited to be able to help anybody. Even if you haven't joined our program yet, you can come and we can help you get enrolled in the program and help you with your FAFSA so that you can go to school. And your cost is not prohibitive.
That's amazing. Tell us again, how can somebody see that? What is the website?
GSCC.edu,
Okay.
so GadsdenState.edu. And then if you type in TRIO programs, it will take you directly to all of our grant programs, and then EOC, or Educational Opportunity Center, whichever one you can remember. And it's right there, and you just fill out that application online. It's a very simple application, and it comes right to me, and then we are in touch with you and get you ready to roll for whichever program of interest you may have.
Yeah, that is so great. And Gadsden State is such a beautiful campus, and it's such a nice place to be. And what are some of the benefits for someone? You said that you weren't a 4-year college. What's the benefits for somebody to start their educational career at Gadsden State before maybe moving on to a different university or a 4-year?
Well, sometimes there are students that aren't quite ready to go to a 4-year college. Many times those are much larger classes, much larger cities, different things like that. It is less expensive than a 4-year college, so sometimes your first 2 years you're taking gen ed classes, which are your really large classes at the 4-year colleges, so you're sometimes in a class of 400 or 500. So you can go and get those classes out of the way in your 2-year colleges, so you have more one-on-one interaction with your teachers, and it is less expensive, so you can knock those out of the way and get a smaller college feel, so you're ready to move on to those colleges that have a more expensive price tag and larger classes, and you're sort of ready to make that transition. You have that opportunity to get to know college professors and kind of how things work before you make that transition, and you just really have a little bit more support sometimes. It just gives you a little bit more time to get used to things, try things on, make sure that some of the things that you're interested in studying may be really what you study. I know a lot of people that have gone on to college and said, hey, this is definitely what I want to study, and then they get into it and they're like,
not so much.
This is not what I want to study, and they've taken 10 or 12 hours in those courses, and then
and that adds up. Well, hey, will you stay on with me? We got to go to a quick break, but I've got some more questions for you about EOC. And
sure.
Yeah, so we want to thank Joe Bell Coffee and Dunkin' Donuts, and we'll be right back. You're watching Ride and Shine, Cruising Mornings at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Good morning, everyone. We have a beautiful day ahead. The temperatures are getting up to 76 degrees, and we'll only see about a 20% chance of rain. Now, tomorrow, the high is going to be 71, and there will be an 80% chance of thunderstorms. And then Saturday, it's going to be a high of 69 with a 60% chance of thunderstorms. So enjoy today, because the next couple of days after that are going to be quite wet. I'm Lacey Clontz with your TV24 weather.
Hey everyone, I am here with Ed Pyle, General Manager at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Ed, why should someone stop by here when they are looking to make a car purchase?
To give us the opportunity to show you the new management team here at Greenway, and also give you the opportunity to meet some of the sales associates that we have, experience maybe something with the service department. Also, we have a large parts department. We have a lot of different things here at Greenway that we can offer. Come see us today at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Gardens on Air is a unique farm right here in East Central Alabama, family owned and operated since 2010. It is the state's largest indoor hydroponic farm. Gardens on Air's goal is to feed, educate, and be immersed in the community they are located in. They want to teach people what it truly means to eat local and support local. Gardens on Air, located in Hopes Bluff, Alabama.
What's going on, everybody? Scoot from Hooligan Harley, your one-stop shop for all your motorcycle needs, ranging anywhere from our new and pre-owned motorcycle inventory, all the parts and accessories you could ever ask for in our parts department, all the gear you could ever need while riding in our motor clothes department, and of course our award-winning service department. Don't forget to check out our events tab on our website to keep up with everything we got going on. And remember, guys, if nobody has it, Hooligan has it. I'll see you soon.
Barrett Body Shop has been providing honest and quality collision repair services to the residents of Calhoun County since the year 2000. We take great pride in the quality of the work we produce and go the extra mile to ensure quality and safety of the repair work on your vehicle. With over 40 years of experience, Philip Barrett and our staff will restore your vehicle to its pre-accident condition while working with your insurance provider and helping you every step of the way. Barrett Body Shop is a strong supporter of many churches, schools, and youth activities. We consider it an honor to give back to our community and maintain a relationship with our customers. Come and let us provide you with a free estimate today.
I'm Lacey Clontz with your WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95 Second News Update. The Jacksonville City Council has announced that a section of 7th Street Northeast between Church Avenue Northeast and 2nd Avenue Northeast will be temporarily closed due to construction on the Randy Owen Center for the Performing Arts. This closure is estimated to begin around March 18th and remain in effect until January of 2026 when construction is completed. Benjamin Nunnally, the Public Information Officer for the City of Jacksonville, said, "Safety professionals from Jacksonville State University and the City of Jacksonville have agreed it would be safest for drivers, pedestrians, and construction workers if that portion of the street was closed." The McClellan Development Authority is set to revolutionize Lake Yahoo Park's drives and parking lot thanks to a $653,424 grant from the Alabama Department of Environmental Management. According to the Calhoun Journal, the grant, earmarked for paving using an asphalt mixture modified with recycled tire rubber, represents a forward-thinking approach to enhance the park's infrastructure while contributing to environmental sustainability. Julie Moss, MDA Executive Director, expressed her excitement about being among the first in Alabama to receive the grant for rubber-modified asphalt. And in sports, this June at Rickwood Field in Birmingham is going to be the big Major League Baseball game between the San Francisco Giants and the St. Louis Cardinals. Giants manager Bob Melvin announced just days ago that he has implemented a new mandate that is not just for their game in Birmingham, but for all their games. The Giants' entire team is now required to stand for the national anthem. Melvin insists his rule does not have anything to do with politics, but rather to convey about the team's mindset ahead of a game. game. Don't forget that the Calhoun County Baseball Championship will be played tonight at 7 o'clock at Chocolaca Park. Join TV24 beginning at 6:30 for live coverage between the Alexandria Valley Cubs and the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Tune in to WEAC TV24 tonight for more local news at 5. For WEAC TV24 and the Mountain 95.1, I'm Lacey Klontz.
Welcome back to Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings right here at Greenway, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Anniston. I am visiting with Dr. Cheryl Sington this morning with Gadsden State, Director of the EOC, and we were learning about that Education Opportunity Center. Tell us a little bit about you, Dr. Sington. How did you get involved in education?
Well, ironically, I was never going to go to college. So my goal was, I grew up with the love of dance and theater. So my goal was to graduate high school and move straight to LA or New York. My parents had very different plans for me. So they required that I go to college. And so I went to the University of Alabama and double majored in theater and dance, and then moved immediately to Los Angeles. And I was very fortunate to get to work and live and work as an actor and a dancer way back in the day. So way back in the day. So I did get to do that, and then I was doing some choreography and some directing of theater stuff, and I was asked to develop a dance program for a very private elite boarding school. And when I did that, I actually was asked to stay on for the theater person that was going on sabbatical, and I did. And as I worked with students, I thought, well, maybe I should go back and get maybe a master's in education, since I was working with students, and that propelled me to do so. So I went back and got a master's in education, and then as I worked more and more with the students and the parents, it propelled me to go back and get a master's in psychology.
Wow.
And then I was asked to develop a full performing arts program for another boarding school across the United States. So we packed up and moved to Tennessee, and I developed that program and continued to work with students and families, and that propelled me to get my doctorate in psychology. So as I did that, I continued to develop performing arts programs and moved again back across the United States to New Mexico. And once I finished my doctorate, I really wanted to pursue some higher education. And then we moved again back across the United States to Florida. And I went to school, or I went to work for a university. And at that point, I was fully immersed into education completely. I sort of left the performing arts for a little while and really immersed myself in the psych and student services in post-secondary school. But my love for the arts sort of drew me back, and that's when I opened a performing arts program alongside teaching in post-secondary. And so then I was sort of doing three things. I was working in the college, I was running a performing arts program, and I was doing private college counseling, because the teachers and the counselors were so overwhelmed in the schools. And it just sort of narrowed it down to kind of where I was. I left post-secondary, ran the performing arts school, and did the private college counseling. And after 20 some odd years in Florida, my mother, my parents have always lived here since I was about 3, or lived in Etowah County, and my mother became ill, and somehow I was voted out of 3 children to come and care for her. And so I have been back in Gadsden for a couple of years, and I was honored to take the job at Gadsden State while I was up here, and so we've just been building that program. And it seems that wherever I go, I am building programs, and that is an honor to be allowed to do so, that people think I can do that, and I've been successful doing that, but mostly to serve people, to help them. That has been the goal in everything I've done, whether it's in the performing arts or in education. It's really to serve and help people.
Mm-hmm. And you're so good at that. I've had the pleasure of working with Dr. Sington, which I call her Cheryl, but in performing arts, and learned so much from you. So I know that that I've benefited so much, and I encourage anyone who is seeking out what they may want to do. You still offer the private education, right, or the advising?
I do. You can check out my Facebook page at Sington Consulting. And if you have any questions or anything like that, you're welcome to send me a message or reach out and contact me that way. I know that the college counselors here are just as overwhelmed. Many times they're able to help the top of the class and the bottom of the class and sort of the middle kids that have great grades and great GPAs and scores and different things like that sometimes sort of get left out, not because of any particular reason except our counselors are overwhelmed. There are so many things that you can be doing to prep for college and really get yourself lined up and ready to help yourself. And so many questions of uncertainty. So my goal is to really help and prepare families so that they are ready to go and can take advantage of so many things that are out there.
Yeah, because there's so many things that people don't know about.
Exactly.
And you have that information to help. So on Thursdays, you're going to start joining us, right? So we're going to be doing some educational segments on Thursdays. And if you have any questions, you're welcome, of course, to reach out to her on her Facebook page, which is Dr. Cheryl Sington Advising. Is that what?
It's
no, I'm
Sington
sorry.
Consulting.
Sington Consulting. My apologies. So we'll make sure to put
send in
that.
questions here if
Yes,
you'd like.
yes. So on Thursdays, Dr. Sington will be here to answer questions. So please let us know. Comment, send us messages. Let us know what we can talk about on Thursdays with education, something that's important to you. So thank you for visiting today, and I look forward to our Thursday educational segments.
Absolutely.
And we want to wish everyone a really happy day. The sun's coming out. It's going to be a beautiful day. Of course, if you're looking to shop for a vehicle, you can come right here to Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and keep in mind the service specials going on right now. If you buy 3 tires, you get 1 free. Also 50% off of any of your diagnostics. So come on in and visit us here at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Thank you, Dr. Sington, for joining us, and thank you all for tuning in. We want to thank Joe Bell Coffee and Dunkin' Donuts, and we want to wish you all a wonderful day. Thanks for tuning in to Ride and Shine Cruising Mornings right here at Greenway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Anniston.